It's my radical channel. Woohoo!
Heyo! So my summer job has come to an end, which means I finally had time to film a new video. I worked at the same day camp I worked at last year, which is... I mean, I enjoy being mocked and battered by middle schoolers as much as the next guy, but... you can see where I'm going with this. Let's not talk about it anymore! So anyway, some things have happened since my last video 2 months ago. I hit 250 subscribers, even though I haven't been posting any content. Huh? That's so awesome. Thanks so much to all of you subscribed out there, old and new. I really appreciate it. That's so cool. Also, I'm sorry to say the release of my EP that I talked about in my last video is probably going to be delayed, reasons being I have no time. School starts up again in a week, so I'm really going to have no time to record. Once I have a new target release date, I'll let you know. But now on to the topic of this video. Concerts. And what I don't like about them. Since the age of 12, I have attended a grand total of 35 concerts, which I like to think is more attended than the average young person. I mean, not to brag or anything. But being able to go to so many shows, you begin to notice a pattern involving the pros and cons of them. Most of the time, concerts are great because you get to experience fun stuff like and oh, and also, and don't forget, go ahead, throw one more in there. And that was all in one day. Warped Tour 2014, what's good? But then there are things that aren't so great about going to concerts. The first, for example. Let me show you something. I stand at about a solid 5 foot 2 inches tall, which means unless the venue has seating, or the floor has a gradual slant, or all of the other concert goers are dwarves or small children, I'm not going to see jack shit. A good portion of the shows I go to involve me either standing on my tippy toes or standing in the very back or side the entire time if I want to see the stage. It's incredibly frustrating and made even worse once the crowd starts jumping. So tall folks, do us a favor and show the short people some love. Maybe shove us towards the front, or put us on your shoulders, or chop off the lower halves of your body. I mean, what? I'm also not a fan of just crowds in general. I feel stupid bitching about this because it's a concert. If there's one person in the audience, that usually means the music is balls, so crowds are sort of necessary. But what I don't like about crowds is the sweat, the shoving, the occasional drug circle, the sweat, the beer spilling, the sweat, the encounters with rude, self-entitled fangirls. Did I mention sweat? And then there's having to worry about a stray fist going up your left nostril from a crowd surfer. I have crowd surfed once, and after almost plummeting face first to my death several times at the hands of total strangers, I can confidently say that I don't understand the appeal. It could be that I'm a raging weenie and just don't enjoy adrenaline rushes, but honestly, look me in the eyes and tell me that you genuinely enjoy getting an unforeseen roundhouse kick to the face. It's not a good time. Another thing is being surrounded by couples sucking each other's faces off like it's a scene out of Jennifer's Body. Look, I get that you don't want to go to the show alone, but for fuck's sake, I came here to watch the band, not the two of you tongue joust. And apparently age happens to have no boundaries here. I've witnessed all couples do this, from middle schoolers to the middle-aged, and it just doesn't get any better. And sometimes, if they've had enough to drink, you might have the magnificent opportunity of having them make out on top of you. Boy, howdy, aren't I lucky. Like, it's bad enough when it's in your peripheral vision, but then when it comes at you like a moving bus, it can ruin the whole evening. If I wanted a threesome, I would just ask you for one. So run along and take your frantic sex drive with you far away from me. What I also don't understand is when security doesn't let you take certain items into a venue, such as digital cameras or water bottles. You're telling me I have to pay for water. Really? You mean the substance that makes up 75% of my body? I already spent half of my life savings at the merch table, and in the wise words of Macklemore, yo, that's $50 for a t-shirt. So now I have to pay $5 for something I need to survive? Fuck me, I'll drink my own piss before I cough up that kind of cash. And the last thing that sucks about concerts is the aftermath, when I come home with makeup running down my face, ringing ears, and mysterious bruises from head to toe. It's like having a hangover minus all the tipsy fun from the night before. And also without waking up in Bangkok with Zach Galifianakis. Which I could honestly do without. That trilogy should have never happened. I digress. But it's so awful waking up the next morning having marks all over your body without having any idea where they came from. It's like playing Clue. Yes, I've solved it! It was the scene girl in the mosh pit with the Hello Kitty knapsack. The creepy dad at the bar with the solo cup of lukewarm Bud Light. So yeah, that was my rant. If you're still there and listening, thanks for that, and your endurance is to be admired. I'm gonna end this video with a new segment I like to call That's My Jam, in which I give you a song I think you should listen to. Because with my extensive knowledge of top 40s and pop punk, why shouldn't you take my advice? Oh god. So this video's jam is a song called She's a Riot by the Jungle Giants. It's a very fun, upbeat indie rock song. It's a good tune to dance to or maybe drive out to the beach to if you're into that sort of thing. It's just got a very feel-good vibe to it, and I'll leave a link to the music video in the description box. And that's it. Thanks for watching this video. Feel free to like and subscribe below. Peace, love, and God, I'm terrible at endings. Bye!